Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another episode of No Huddle Rodeo. And if you watched our video on John Crimber earlier this week, you will notice that No Huddle Rodeo was a little bit shorter. That's the way we're going to try to bring them to you moving forward, is just one topic, 4 or 5 minutes, truly live up to the name of that No Huddle Rodeo, get you educated on one big thing happening in professional rodeo. And today, in this episode of No Huddle Rodeo presented by Cavenders, we are diving into the Aussie bull rider, and it is not Kai Hamilton. It is Quinn Anderson, the Rodeo Austin champion. And with that Rodeo Austin win last weekend, he went from number 39 to number 17 in the world. He made a huge jump right back into NFR contention, where you want to be toward the end of the Texas swing. Because remember, about 65-70% of these guys who are in the top 15 at the end of the Texas swing will be that same top 15 at the National Finals Rodeo. And so that was one big weekend. A weekend ago on March 28th, when Qynn Andersen rode Wingman for 89 points to get his first Texas swing win. But how did he follow it up? Well, he went to Lawton at the Xtreme Bulls, and he won $17,766 for 89 points on Guess Who. And he said afterward, this was a big win for him because it's going to allow him to stay level-headed throughout the year. Made him realize against the best in the world that he can go do his job. He can ride good bulls for a lot of points, because he also got a little revenge there too. That was a bull in Guess Who had bucked him off in last September in the Governor's Cup. And so that ride was a part of a sequence of 6 straight rides for Quinn Anderson between March 16th and April 3rd. Like I said, he wins Austin in that time. He wins Lawton in that time. He is riding for the season 56% of his bulls. And that's something that's really important, especially for Quinn Anderson, because if you remember, at his first NFR a year ago, he rode 5 for 10, 427.5 points on 5. In his first year in pro rodeo last year, he rode over 50%, was one of 5 bull riders to enter the NFR, riding over 50% for his entire professional rodeo career. He is right around 50%. And what he has shown this year, by starting the year 13 of 23, by riding 6 bulls in a row, once he started to feel out how this season was going to go, it's the fact that not a lot of guys enter the PRCA and in their first year ride 50% of their bulls. In their first 2 years, be able to ride 50, 55, 60%. And so he has quickly shown that he is a guy that half the time he gets on, he will make the whistle. And that is just at a premium for a guy who is now number 12 entering the summer run, because a lot of guys will make the NFR riding 35, 40, 45%. And I will mention this all the time throughout the summer. If you ride 50% compared to a guy who rides 40%, the easy math on that tells you that 1 out of every 10 bulls, you are going to ride 1 more. You're probably going to get on 40 or 50 bulls in the summer run. You're going to have 5 or 6 more opportunities just to get a score. And so Quinn Anderson has done just that. And he has also proven with this stretch in Austin, in Lawton, that he can make these big rides, that he can make these 89, 90 point rides. And now, as it stands right now, he has gone from all the way down outside the top 35 on the edge of the top 40, 39th in the world, to number 11. He will be right in the heart of the NFR race. And again, a guy who does not get bucked off very often, like Quinn Anderson. He's in a really, really good spot entering the summer run, where you can expect a lot of guys to fade. I do not expect him to fade down the stretch. I expect him to only increase that riding percentage as he continues to show at what a high level he can make the whistle. And so in just a couple weekends, this happens in the bull riding with ground money and Xtreme Bulls and these big opportunities. In just a couple weekends, he has gone from number 35 to number 11 in the world standings. So that is today's episode of No Huddle Rodeo presented by Cavenders. Plenty more coming to you this week and throughout the week. We're breaking down the bareback riding race. We are highlighting another bull rider in Noah Lee. We are highlighting John Crimber's rise in the PRCA. So a lot coming to you. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on all social platforms, and we will continue to see you for more No Huddle Rodeo and more Morning Kick throughout the week. Until then, thank you to Cavenders, thank you to Runyon's Fine Furniture, and thank you to the Fort Worth Stockyards for hosting us as always. We'll see you for more No Huddle Rodeo later on.